I'm Cal.
I'm Rez.
We are Timeflies.
So the album's going to be Afterhours. Some notable track names are Fall featuring Fabolus, we're excited about. Somebody Go and Get It featuring T-Pain. We got Monsters with this girl Katie Sky we're really excited about.
Yeah.
And then of the songs that are just us, I'd say I'm really excited about Crystal Ball, Alkaline, which is going to be on the Deluxe. And we're excited about the whole album, yeah.
And then we're about to leave on the road for a good 4 or 5 weeks promoting and getting ready, and then we come home for April 29th. So there's no one we worked with who we're not a huge fan of.
Right.
You know, like, we listen to T-Pain, we listen to Fabolus.
Right.
Always. So we were actually in the studio with Fabolus yesterday, just like re-listening to the song and talking about all that stuff coming out, and he's got a lot of stuff in the works, and it's just cool to be able to collaborate with artists. I mean, he's really doing his thing in the hip-hop game right now.
We cut for that song, like, gang vocals, so it'll say, like, just fall, we go, we just fall, we like yell,
Yeah.
So there's like 6 of us, one night, we were probably a little inebriated, and
Oh, nice.
it was like our friend group kind of, I was like, you guys want to cut some gang vocals? Like, yeah, sure. So we go and we do it, and then we added Fabolus on the track probably a month later, and my roommate, who goes on tour with us, is also like our assistant tour manager, said, I can't believe I'm on a track with Fabolus. This is the craziest day of my life. I was like, dude, I can't believe I produced a track with Fabolus. I was like, yeah, man, it's like really exciting. So yeah, it's crazy.
It is the kind of thing where you talk it out and he sends you this acapella and you're just listening to it. It's like,
snap, that's Fabolus.
Yeah, that really sounds a lot like Fabolus. It's kind of like you're in on, you're listening to it. Right. You're like, yes, and he killed it.
One of the coolest feelings is getting like a Pro Tools session from a real artist. You're just like, well, you recorded this in the same program I use and then sent it over in an email. That's crazy.
We're fans.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, and the important thing of having someone like that on the bridge, like he was saying, is we want you to be able to listen to the album start to finish, and not saying that you'll get bored of whatever, but it's nice to hear some sort of mix-up so you have the juxtaposition of voices and styles. And
features are fun,
yeah.
In general.
And one of the things we didn't mention was we wrote a song with Mike Posner, who we're also a big fan of, and just getting to do something like that is like, yeah, we were a fan before, but now he comes and we've really come to respect his writing style and how he does this stuff. And we wrote and recorded this song at his house, just like chilling for the day. So, I mean, we have fun doing what we're doing, and like he said, that's the authenticity part. You're seeing that in the videos, we're having fun. All the Way was our second single after I Choose You, and this is, has some of really has the live instrument aspect, and we kind of locked ourselves away to work on this album, and we were surrounded by live instruments, and we had been previously making a lot of our stuff in dorm rooms, or the studio was in his bedroom. So this one we really got to incorporate the sound of, you feel the acoustic guitar and the drops big, and it's just, it feels like a feel-good banger. At first listen, when you hear that song, you think it's about a girl, I'm gonna take you all the way, to happiness or wherever that is. But for us, the way with the production on the drops and everything, it just felt so big that it felt limiting, that it should be more kind of universally all the way, and people who do things just taking what they do and not half-assing anything, just really going hardcore with it. And that is kind of the mentality of people trying to make it in extreme sports or trying to make it in anything really, but we thought what would really translate is motocross or surfing or any of that stuff, and this person's snowboarding, and we have the scene where they're all falling down or struggling for a second. It's just like, put your head down and keep moving and go all the way, and we thought it really broadened the message, and that's what we were going for. The kids skateboarding down the hill, as the lyrics are, in post, are popping up on the street, and he's like, the guy sees a car coming around the corner, and he's going for it, and then he'll go back. And we were kicking it with him the day later, and we said what up to him because we wanted the videos to tie together, so you actually see him in the beginning of the All the Way music video. But he was like, yeah, man, I wiped out pretty bad right as the song ended. I cracked a helmet in two. They were trying to get me to go to the hospital. I was like, nah. We were like, oh my God. We met in college up in Boston. We went to Tufts University, and both kind of fell into the music major when we kind of failed out of our originals, whatever. Yeah, and we were in a funk band in college and then just started doing this.
I think in that band that we were in college, it was really nice because Cal and I felt like we were sort of, when there would be, I don't want to say arguments, but disputes over which chord, should go here, or which, melody here. It was very often the two of us against the rest of the band. It was really fun. So we decided, we should try our own thing and kind of break off. And I think that what's great too is, Cal's really, really into hip hop and blues, and I'm more into dance and pop. And so that sort of melded together and given us a little bit of our sound. and also keeps both of us on our toes when we're writing.
And that comes to the no genre place that we've kind of found ourselves in, because we love just having an acoustic guitar track, and we also love a 4 on the floor banger. So, and given that I like to sing or rap, we kind of approach every song. You asked about our writing style. It's kind of like sit down at the piano on an acoustic guitar and just start jamming and see what happens. And we never know, right? Even if we come up with the chorus and we write the whole song, we still never know what it's going to sound like when it's done. We just keep it moving.
So I think our earlier music was definitely, in a sense, looser.
Raw.
Yeah, we had nobody listening, not one person, with that first album. So it was pretty exciting for us to be kind of making music, not that we're not making it for fun now, but with no purpose. We weren't expecting that to go on iTunes.
You can say you want to make it like no one's listening, but it was really easy to do that
when no one was listening.
Yeah.
My mom's, turn this off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like that summer we actually were out on Martha's Vineyard for a few months. The following summer we went to Woodstock for a few months, and last summer I should say, for this album we were in LA. So it's almost been the exact same thing, different locations, same house, same
trend. Lock yourselves
nicer
away.
guitars, but other than that, pretty much the same.
We still look back at the Scotch tape and like, damn.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it's a good time.
And we still play a ton of those songs, and they're so much fun. Why was it called the Scotch tape? Well, I just love Scotch. I really enjoy the hell out of it. And we didn't know if it was going to be like a mixtape at first. We didn't know what anything was going to be going in. And so it was like, instead of you hear everyone say like the so-and-so mixtape, it's like the Scotch tape. It has a double meaning, and
just rolled right off the tongue.
Yeah, still love that title. We were living together with a bunch of different people, and we had started this song, Fade. I remember I wrote the lyrics on a pizza box, and we were doing it together in your, like, pretty much a dorm room, or whatever you want to call that. And we did it kind of, and it was awesome. We were like, oh, this is awesome, just stop it. Never did a bridge, never finished it. People were like, when are you going to finish that song? And we were just huge procrastinators, and it was like, yeah, time flies, whatever. We were trying to be cool about it, but really we were just being assholes. So we should have finished it, and we did finish it.
Yeah, a year and a half later.
Yeah, and so it was just kind of like we also are terrible with time management.
So I think for this tour, it's a little bit interesting because we're doing a lot of flying. So we're not going to have as big of like a light setup, which at the same time is exciting for us because I feel like we did probably a show a few months ago where it was a folding table and a black curtain and not one light, and I was furious. I didn't realize that was happening. We walk out on stage, I'm like, "Where's the sick lights, guys?" And they're like, "Keep playing the show." I'm like, God. But at the same time, that ended up being a really great show, and you
it's
find
like a strip down.
Right, you can't just hide behind the table or hide behind the big lights or whatever we do. You kind of have to go out and kick it with the fans. So it's going to be an exciting.
Yeah, but this spring is kind of college shows doing radio promo and stuff. But the Afterhours tour really kicks off.
September is going to be next level though.
And that's when our we're sitting there designing the whole set with Robert Dugan, who's a great production manager. And,
so what we normally do is I'll play guitar and sort of drum pedals for our acoustic song. We're saying maybe we could add a auto-tune octave, like down octave, like microphone that would like be like a bass. So it'd like I don't know, and I can wobble it or who knows. So we're excited and we're gonna try some weird stuff and get some loop pedals and see what happens.
Yo, what's going on? I'm Cal.
I'm Rez.
You're hanging out with Timeflies, and make sure to look for us at Last.fm.